We need to restrain him. Flair's gone missing.
I didn't do it. I wasn't the one who did this.
An honest man would beg harder for his life. You sound like you've already accepted your execution.
Wait, please give us a minute. I want to talk to Edwin.
Fine. 1 minute and no more. I'm sure you wouldn't be so stupid as to try anything. But be warned.
Edwin, can you hear me? Ed.
I am so sorry, Ilona. I wasn't able to control it.
Do you swear that you didn't kill them?
When I entered the room, they were already like this.
Then you weren't the one. Something's wrong. Your hands, they're not turning back.
Stop! Time's up. I can't say I trust you quite yet, Ilona. You seem like a clever girl. And who would dare suspect a nun of planning such a gruesome scene? Turn yourself in quietly, Edwin, and I'll make sure her interrogation isn't painful.
What now?
It's obvious that Edwin is guilty, but I'm not sure what to do with a nun.
Don't be hasty, Ennery. There's a lot we don't know yet. Besides, I'm certain I was the first one to wake up. I didn't see Ilona do anything suspicious.
That matches up with what I saw of her. It just doesn't seem like something Ilona would do from what I know of her.
What? You think she would let you in on her plots in one night?
That's precisely it. She's awful at keeping secrets. If she really was involved, I don't think she would be able to hide it.
Ilona, did you know that the man was a werewolf before entering this town?
Yes. In my presence, he's more capable of controlling his transformation.
And yet you've been harboring a monster, regardless of the consequences? Unfathomable.
I am searching for a way to cure him of his curse. That is all. Please, I honestly don't think he did it. There must be more to what happened. I can help you find it.
The town needs to know we can't hide this for long. Not to mention, Fleur is still missing. As long as we keep an eye on Ilona as she investigates, I think it should be safe.
Fine. Let her run around. Just make sure someone keeps an eye on her. Always. I'll go first. You two assemble a search party for the forest in the meantime. I'll lead the search once you're ready. Ilona, you have until sundown. Prove that Edwin is innocent, or I'm going to personally make sure you won't like what's coming to the two of you.
Could Salome have survived that attack? Even for just a moment? Apparently, Din was capable of using fire magic. Did Salome get caught in his attack? I can't really imagine that happening.
Anything out of place?
There's traces of fur, but that's about it. What about the other rooms?
Isley told me there was something that felt out of place in Fleur's room. I'll also let you look through Salome's room.
She asked you to go over the events of the day with her, after she met with us. I assume you came to her room, Anari?
Correct. I gave my report about seeing you and Edwin for the ladies' record keeping. The one thing that's not where it should be is the chest, though.
What is it? Please, don't hold back.
I don't think it has anything to do with the murders. That chest is meant for Fleur when she is married. Salome had it made recently. It's natural she might have moved it since I was last here. She did worry about Fleur's future, after all. Salome was still considering which items should go inside. Impossible. Uh, I've seen quite enough. I don't want to remain in this ghastly room.
Anna-Marie, you don't look too well. I think we should pause our investigation for the moment. Would you like some tea?
Tea? Does it look like I'm in the mood for some tea right now? In the middle of this mess? Is there something wrong with your head, sister? Have you forgotten the situation we find ourselves in? Or are you trying to lace my drink with...
I can assure you it's none of that. I want to find the culprit as much as you do, but I'll need your help for that. I only wish to see that you're in good health to proceed, so I thought we could take a quick break.
With some tea, I get it. Very well. I must tell you that I despise the leaves from this country, so you'd better make a damn fine cup.
Are there any to your taste?
Fine black tea with bitter orange. I think old Dan had some in his pantry.
Here you go. Please, have some.
Not bad. Tell me, are all nuns this annoying?
Pardon me?
Whatever you're trying to do is futile. Re-examining the corpses or the rooms won't change anything. Edwin was the one who killed them.
What makes you so sure of that?
I heard the details from Calac and Isley. Everyone's locations were accounted for. I was on patrol as the head of the town guard. Calac was the first one to react to the scream, followed by you. Isley was in her room. Each of us were able to confirm each other's location at the time of the murder. The only one who couldn't be found was Edwin.
How do you suppose that everyone is saying the absolute truth? Kella could have acted as if he witnessed the murder. We have no account of what he was doing before that. There was also nobody around to confirm that Isley was not at the crime scene, and I found her alone. And finally, where was Fleur? You do understand where I'm coming from, yes?
I do. You're smarter than you look, nun. Indeed. Fleur was missing at the time of the murder. Nobody had seen her enter or exit the manse, I'll give you that much. But I highly doubt she could be the murderer. She's far too frail.
The door was destroyed in the time it took for Isley and I to return. How do you explain that?
Does the door being destroyed really mean anything? It doesn't change the fact that Edwin was at the crime scene, transformed. Let me cue you in on this. Out of everyone here, you and Edwin are the most suspicious. The two of you are outsiders, whereas we've all known each other for a long time. I don't plan on letting my bias against the two of you get the better of me, however. Let's start at the beginning. What could be the motivation for the murder? Kelak was an associate of Uldin and I during the war. He's selfless, to the point of stupidity. I guess serving as a medic will do that to you. It's hard to admit this, but I consider Kelak to be a close friend. He is a kind-hearted man. But that is no reason for letting him off the hook. He simply has no reason for murder.
Please explain.
He's as kind as he is weak, so I doubt he could overpower both Uldin and Salome. Anything he could have ever needed, whether coin or rare books on magic, he could have simply asked Uldin. And Uldin wouldn't have hesitated, because they share quite the history. Although, one thing I can tell you for sure is... Kelak is hiding something. Before he settled here, he had done nothing but walk and regret for 5 years, or so he says. It keeps him up at night. Whether it's related to this case, I do not know.
I see. What about Isley? I honestly don't know much about her.
She acted as an assistant to Salome, to help with keeping the town running, organization, and tasks. She's been doing her fair share of blunders lately, but I know she takes her job seriously. Perhaps she's just daydreaming more. I'm not saying that she's incompetent, let me get that straight. As long as her clumsiness doesn't get in my way. Though, I don't know much about her either to determine her motivation.
Is she close with Fleur? They are almost the same age.
Not really. Isley and Fleur seem to be in their own heads. Isley with the study of magic as an apprentice, and Fleur being a little troublemaker and a prankster. My niece still plays jokes and tricks, even at her age. It's all childish nonsense. Fleur.
Are you feeling alright, Anari?
Don't you dare patronize me, woman! Who do you think you are, prying so brazenly? Take your high and mighty servant of God tripe elsewhere! Trying to save that monster lover of yours? Are you out of your mind?
I do not know what has gotten into you all of a sudden, but I do not appreciate being spoken to like this. I showed compassion for you when time is of the essence. Instead of listening to you berate me, I should be finding the murderer. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to lash out at you like that. It's just, I want to find the culprit behind this mess.
It's fine. If the eye standing here was the Anari a couple of years back, you would have been mutilated by now. However, I did step out of line. Who you choose to be with is none of my business. I know violence for the sake of it won't solve anything. Though we may not see eye to eye on everything, none. I quite like you now. The tea must have swayed my opinion, I'm sure. Since we're on good terms now,
Are we?
and I can't bear to see you with such a sad face, I'll let you in on a secret. There's a cure for lycanthropy. You may be rid of the beast that lies within your dear beloved. And for your and Edwin's sake, I suggest you use it.
Which is?
It's for the Lycan to die, of course. Hmm. The look on your face. Brilliant. No, don't give me that look. I was only kidding. Partly. Anyhow, enough chit-chat. I must go and make preparations to lead the search party for Fleur.
I should take my leave as well. There is much to consider after what we've seen today.
Indeed. I can't wait to hear what kind of answer you will give at sundown.
I can't ever tell if you're on my side.
I wonder too.
Where to? Hey! Is everything alright? Stay with me! Ilona?
Was I?
Take it easy. You're safe. We're still in the manse.
Just how long was I out for?
It's almost midday. It wasn't an ordinary fainting spell. You should have regained consciousness faster if it was simply fatigue and stress. I've taken precautions and treated you for poisoning.
Then, do you think... Did Anari try to poison me?
I suppose you really can't rule out that possibility. Did you eat or drink anything with her?
Only tea, but I was the one who suggested and prepared it. I didn't see her slip anything in my drink. In fact, she was convinced I was trying to poison her.
She's not the type to take such a cowardly approach. She may seem cruel, but I don't think she would go that far to sabotage your efforts and put a stop to you.
It seems you and Anari know each other well. I don't have much time, but I need to ask. She had an extreme reaction upon seeing a wooden statue resembling Fleur. What could have terrified her so much about it?
Truth be told, I don't really know much about her history. Only rumors. She must think that the statue has something to do with the Fae. Something in her past made her be wary of them. Fleur admires the fair folk. The wooden statue is too elaborate to be one of Fleur's pranks, especially with the death of her parents.
So, her aversion to seeing the statue has to do with her trauma and distaste for Fleur's Fae-related tricks?
Something like that. Anari hates being pitied, and she doesn't show pity for anyone else either. She would be terrified at the thought of Fleur being spirited away by the fair folk. It's not something that she could ever accept. That's probably why she's leading the search. About the tea you had with Anari, was there anything odd about it? I'm asking because before the banquet, I gave Uldeen his medicine, a powerful soporific. There were 3 less doses in the pantry when I checked.
Then, you think someone last night...
Oh, Ilona. I heard you fainted in the town square. I was worried.
Ah, yes. I'd invited Isley over for lunch. Ilona, you probably haven't eaten at all yet, have you? You should try to eat, even if it's just a little. I guess it's hard to trust anyone after what you've been through.
No, it's fine. I'll eat with you. You're right, I probably can't do much if I don't take care of myself. So, are you considering the possibility someone tried to drug us during the banquet?
That's what I feared, at least. Annery and I left before that, so I don't really have a clear picture of what exactly happened.
The sugar! It must have been tampered with. Last night, I didn't add any to my tea because I didn't want to be rude, but I took some when I had tea with Anari.
I remember Flora was really insistent on putting sugar in my tea. I did think that was weird.
How much sugar did you put in your tea this morning, Ilona?
4 spoonfuls.
That sure is a lot.
Goodness! No wonder you were out for so long. I'm surprised Anori didn't get on your case for adding tea to your cup of sugar.
I think we can confirm this theory to be true then. Someone was trying to put us into a deep sleep, and there's a chance they were trying to target Edwin specifically.
Then that would implicate Salome or Fleur most likely. They were the ones who prepared the tea last night.
It's not like I can deny it, but
Dean could be involved, too. The truth is, the medicine he uses is made to look inconspicuous on purpose. I never inquired too closely about it, but he comes from a rather unscrupulous family. It wouldn't surprise me if he was aware of this plot.
Could you tell us more about how Edwin is able to transform into a werewolf? Have you seen him do it?
No, I haven't. When he transforms, even when I ask it of him, he tells me to look away or to close my eyes.
Wait, why do you ask him to transform? What do you do when he's a werewolf?
It's a secret.
Secret. Wait! That's precisely it! I heard of shape changers before while studying cursed objects. They would either use an ointment or the pelt of an animal to assume the form of a beast. If the curse was tied to his body, he wouldn't fear you witnessing his transformation. But what if it was an item? If he feared betrayal, he wouldn't even show it to an ally. Besides, there's always a risk involved in keeping that item safe. So it is better that only the bearer knows of it, because it could get lost, or destroyed, or...
Stolen.
There is a high chance that this cursed item still exists. Had it been destroyed, he would have died along with it. This would give us a reason as to why Edwin was drugged last night. Uldin and Salome are sharp, And they might have caught on to Edwin being a werewolf early on.
If we return this item to Edwin, would it restore the transformed arms back to a human form?
It's entirely possible if that's what controls the transformation. A cursed item like that can generally only be bound to one person. Someone else could have also used it, but Uldeen would understand the consequences of such a thing. I highly doubt it would be him.
Even so, finding this item might lead us to finding the true culprit, or at least help make sense of this tragedy. You might not be able to convince everyone that Edwin is innocent otherwise.
Yes, Anna-Ree wouldn't accept it so easily. What would it take to convince her of Edwin's innocence?
Short of having the culprit confess their crime, or finding Flora in hope of an answer, I don't know.
Kalak knows this, but I am not meant to have a copy of the Master Key. I used to be a thief before I came here. The reason why I was an assistant to this household was because I tried to steal one of Uldeen's rare books. However, I've put the past well behind me. Uldeen made me his friend instead of punishing me, and I'm thankful for that. This chest. Last time I saw it, it wasn't locked. Salome was still rearranging it to look nice. Let me try opening it.
I thought you said you put the past behind you.
I did, but I thought the tools might come to be useful one day. We're doing a good thing, aren't we? Lockpicking is not inherently evil.
Full of surprises, eh? I trust you're not making excuses now.
Of course not. I merely... Aha! I got it!
Isley!
Ah! It hurts! It won't stop bleeding! We need to do something!
There should still be some medical supplies in my room. Let's move there!
Do you need my help? I know some healing magic.
It's alright. I've got this. I just need to slow the bleeding and elevate the injury site. Don't touch anything else in this room. I'll be back soon.
Breathe. If the chest was a trap, then there has to be something in there that someone doesn't want found.